Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make this quick, super easy honey glazed chicken breast recipe. If you are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss a single recipe from me. All the measurements will be available for you in the description box below. So like I said, this is a chicken breast or a chicken fillet recipe, but you are welcome to use any cut of chicken that you prefer. What we're going to do now is we're going to just lightly pat out any excess water that could be on our chicken fillets. Then we're going to put that aside and move over to our dry rub. This is going to be a very simple and easy dry rub, and I can also advise you to use this for your chicken. Even if you're roasting it, you can definitely also use this. I started off with some ground ginger, then I've added some rosemary. Next I'm going to be adding some paprika, and then lastly I'm just going to be adding a quick mix. Then I'm going to move over back to my chicken. So I'm starting off by adding some salt seasoning, and then I'm just going to make sure that I rub that on both sides. Then I'm going to be adding some black pepper on it as well, and you can add as much or as little as you prefer. Okay, so then the next step will then be for us to add our dry rub seasoning mix that we just made. So with chicken breast, I would recommend that you make an incision on the thicker side of the chicken breast, just like what I'm doing now. And the advantage of this would be that your meat will cook much quicker. You'll also be able to retain its juiciness, and also you'll be able to see that your meat is fully cooked through, so the heat will also transfer a little bit better, other than just cooking it as a big flat chicken breast. You might not know when your chicken is fully cooked through. So like I said, we're going to be adding our dry rub, and that is what I'm going to be doing right now. So I'm going to be rubbing the dry rub mix on each of my breasts and on both sides, including the cavity that we've just created now with the incision. Next I'm going to be adding some oil onto a skillet. You can use whichever pan you've got. I am using a non-stick pan, which I do recommend just because it's going to be much easier for you to cook with that. But if you don't have, you can use whichever pan you've got on hand. Then I'm just going to be placing my chicken breast onto the pan. And then we're going to allow that to cook for about 5 minutes on each side. What I love about using chicken breast is you can actually see it as it's cooking through on the breast. You can see that one is almost halfway completely done. And my pro tip for you guys would be to add enough oil. Don't make So my pro tip for you guys would be to add enough oil. Make sure that you're cooking your chicken in enough oil. Let it fry, and this is what it's going to be looking like after 5 minutes. And then we're going to turn it over to the other side. I did say that I like these incisions. You can see that one is still practically raw on the inside, and then I know not to move that piece of chicken. The other one is also still a little bit raw, but I can also see that it's cooking well through. And then just like with the pork chop recipe, please make sure that you don't move your chicken unless it's completely done on that face. So if it's not yet done, you'll see it getting stuck, and that is basically an indication that it's not yet cooked through. You need to let that cook through a little bit more. Then once it's cooked, you'll see it just lifting off the pan easily. Okay, so the next step will then be to make the glaze, and I am going to show you this recipe real quick. I've just added a little bit of orange juice. I've freshly squeezed that. If you don't have fresh squeeze, you can definitely use the orange juice that you buy at the store that's already squeezed. Then I'm going to be adding some garlic flakes. I'm using crushed garlic, but you're also welcome to use freshly minced garlic if you've got that on hand. And I've just added a little bit of honey, giving that a quick mix, and that is going to be our glaze. So at this point I'm just doing a quick inspection on all my fillets just to check that they're really cooked through on all sides. You can see this is what it looks like, and with that opening I can also confirm that this one is completely cooked through. Then I'm going to be checking each and every one of them, like I said, and then I'll move over to start glazing. For glazing, you can just brush the honey glazing that we just made over your chicken breast. Then you can turn it over and do the same thing, and you can continue to do this for 3 or 4 rounds. And then at this point I would recommend that you do this on a a very low or completely off stove, just because your chicken is already cooked through. We don't need to continue cooking it, and we don't want to dry it out. And then we can move over to the garnishing. And then we can also move over to the garnishing. So I'm just going to be garnishing my breast with a little bit of dried parsley and some chili flakes, and that is basically it. It's a quick and easy recipe. You can try this recipe out. Let me know in the comment section what you would serve this with. I would definitely serve this with a plate of Sunday food, some rice, or take it a little bit lighter and make a nice chicken salad. Do let me know what you would do in the comment section. Like I said before, if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss a single recipe from me. Comment in the comment section, like this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.